So good day everyone, I am Francis Ray Q. Humalon, and today I will be discussing and showing to you why I choose the paper of Hisham Mirsam et al. To be critic, entitled Assessment of Hybrid Corn Genotypes in the Suppression of Persicum Leaf Blight Disease Progression in Corn Under Preventive-Based Protection. So the problem of this paper is the Persicum leaf blight caused by Xerohelium tursicum, a major corn disease in Indonesia, causing significant yield loss up to 27 to 90%. And the objective of this paper is to evaluate the resistance of new hybrid corn genotypes against TLB and their effects on epidemic components under preventive-based protection. The study's location is in Sinjai Highlands, South Sulawesi Province of Indonesia. And the experimental design is the randomized block design with 9 treatments and 3 replications. And the genotypes tested is the 4 new hybrid corn genotypes, which is the HCG11, HCG12, and HCG13, and HCG14. And 5 control cultivars, which are P36, PAC339, NK8103, and BISI18, and Anoman. So, spreader rows of susceptible Anoman cultivars inoculated with E. tursicum conidia. And the data collection is the disease severity assessment at 60, 70, 80, and 90 days after planting. And the data analysis that they use is the LSD or disease progression models, area under disease progression curve, protection index, and path analysis for weather fractures or factors. So the key results in terms of genotype resistance is that HCG11 performance showed moderate resistance to TLB, significantly lower disease severity at 33.94% at 90 days after planting compared to susceptible cultivars, and lowest AUDPC value 827.27, an infection rate of 0.013, and it has the highest protection index at 51.77%. Other hybrid genotypes like HCG12, 13, and HCG14 were susceptible with a value of 47.27 to 52.12% disease severity. And in the terms of disease progression, TLB progression followed monomolecular or Gompertz models depending on genotypes. So the key results in environmental factors is that it has a direct and indirect effects. So among the environmental factors, temperature has the highest path coefficient, which is 0.682, which indicates that it has a higher contribution and plays a crucial role in the development of the TLB epidemics and the spread of it. And the lower the path coefficient factor, which is the less they contribute to the epidemic spread. The conclusion of this paper is that the hybrid corn genotype HCG11 exhibit moderate resistance to Persicum leaf blight, and HCG12, HCG13, and HCG14 were susceptible. Weather factors such as humidity, temperature, rainfall, and wind speed significantly influence TLB disease progression. And the implication of this to TLB management is that selecting resistant cultivars like HCG11 is a key strategy for effective and economic TLB control. And we must also consider the weather conditions and their impact on disease development as a vital role for accurate forecasting and integrated disease management. This study by Hisham Mirsam and colleagues aims to evaluate how different hybrid corn genotypes respond to Persicum leaf blight, a major disease in corn. The researchers tested 4 hybrid genotypes and compared them to 5 known cultivars. They observed the plants over time and used several scientific methods such as disease severity scoring, infection rate analysis, and weather factor evaluation. One strong point of the research is the practical approach by using testing the genotypes in real field conditions and simulating the presence of disease. The researchers gave a clear picture on how each genotypes performed. The study showed that HCG11 genotypes was the most resistant, while the other cultivars were vulnerable to the disease. They also used good statistical tools to understand disease progression and how weather conditions and humidity and temperature affected it. However, the study could have been more interesting if they include more hybrid genotypes to give a broader perspective. While it discussed environmental effects, it did not explore how soil conditions or fertilizer practice might have influenced disease severity. And also, the paper mainly focused on resistance to disease but did not include yield performance, which is important to farmers. So in conclusion, this study offers helpful insights in choosing corn genotypes that can better resist TLB. It supports the idea that both genetic resistance and environmental awareness are key to managing plant diseases. Future studies could expand on this by including more genotypes and measuring their productivity alongside resistance. That would be all. Thank you.